Hello. I'm going to give you some basic information on how you navigate within a group. So what I've done is I've created a kind of fake profile for myself, which does not have any administrative privileges within Realm. So this is basically if you are even just a guest or visitor of Fairmount, not a leader of a group, not anybody with any privileges, how you could still use the group function within Realm. So I want to start off with, I'm on my profile page. I got my picture, my name, my email address, and it lists what groups I'm in. And for this fake profile, I'm only in two groups, the General Fairmount Presbyterian Church group and the Welcome Center volunteers. Now, one thing I want to show you is when you go over here to communications, you see news, inbox, and chat. And you'll see a little blue dot by news. This is where if any of the groups you're in post something in their news feed, it's going to show up in your news. So if I want to catch up on what my groups are doing, what any of the groups I'm in are doing, I can go right there. And look at this. 14 minutes ago, Christine from the Welcome Center volunteers put in a post about the poll. Now I can love it and I can even comment on it, which I did before. So that's one way directly from your profile that you can be in touch, get the news from your groups. And we'll go over communications in a little bit here. So inbox would be if anybody within Realm, like especially my groups or anybody from the church, communicated out of a group into email to inbox, it would be here. But so far for me, nobody has. It's just appearing on my news feeds. Chat is where I can chat with other people in my groups. So basically, going back to your profile, even within groups, you're going to see a lot in these communication settings. Now, if I drop down to groups, I can find that Welcome Center volunteers group and click that. Well, the first thing I see when I go into the group is the news feed. So anything that any of these members post onto the news feed is going to show up here. Within my group, I can click on participants. And this shows me my 8 participants in the group. And I can click on any of them and I can see their profile. So if I need to give somebody in my group a call, maybe I want to send them a letter, celebrate their upcoming birthday, I can do that as well. Files. So going back to the Welcome Center to your group main page, if you click on files, you can see any resources. It could be photos, PDF documents, Word documents that your group has posted for the entire group to look at. And I can see that the Ash Wednesday bulletin was posted, so I can actually look at that. And then finally on the upper tab here, I can go to information. And this is just general information about the group. So about my group, and it includes the meeting times. So if I have a question like, oh, I forgot, what day of the month do we meet? I can go here. And that's just some general functionalities. So you can see what your group members are posting about the news. Again, you can look at your fellow group, everybody in your group, and easily get their contact information. You could start conversations with them. You can look at the shared resources and files that you have in this area here, and it'll eventually pull up that Ash Wednesday bulletin. And look at the general information. Now, the one thing I do want to show you is you want to go to these 3 little dots next to your group. And you'll see that those 3 little dots bring up notification settings. And this could be the reason that if you're in a group and for some reason you're not getting the group's news either on your news feed or by email, this could be the issue. So you go to notification settings and you're going to see the general information about your profile. But if I go down to this group here, let's go down to the Welcome Center volunteers. I really want to make sure I get everything from them. As you can see within this group, newsfeed activity. So I'm getting their newsfeed activity, and I can check, I have it checked that I want to be notified on my newsfeed about new posts, but the conversation may be ongoing. I want to be notified of replies to posts on my newsfeed. Now, let me go to my inbox activity, which remember, we saw that inbox on the left-hand side of our main profile page. Uh-oh, doesn't look like I have anything checked. So if somebody in my group tried to send me an email, I would not have received it. So I want to make sure that I'm going to check new inbox content. And that enables me to receive emails from the group. So again, these notification settings are pretty important. You want to make sure that you have your notifications set up the way you want. If you are familiar with just checking your news feed, that's one way. But if you also want to make sure you're getting emails, I would definitely look here. And again, if we go back to my group, these Welcome Center volunteers, I'm going to find my notification settings here. See? And I'm going to see all my news feed here. I can go to my fellow group members and get all their information here. I can look at all of our resources here and find out general information about the group. So those are some basic group functions within Realm. And again, this is not for if you're a leader of a group. This is just if you are a member of the group. So I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at Fairmount.